Oh, no.
Somebody gotta give you some vitamin D.
Yeah.
Lura, I love big cheeks in between them sheets. Come back, I can't help myself. Got a nigga so weak and I get no sleep. Cause the girl stay wetter than Michael Phelps. And she get right down to the business. She like it when I grab her hair. But I might pull out them extensions. My intentions is good for her. She like that I'm rich in a little hood for her. You need a U-Haul. If you leave me, woman, I'ma get blue ball. Cause ain't nobody got sex like you that can dress like you or impress like you. You make a brother wanna move her.
Fix tonight. Whoever she been with, he just ain't hitting it right. So let me have my way with both your lips tonight. Girl, take this D, I don't want you getting sick tonight.
She said she could talk to me.
I go by the name of Willie B. Happy Monday. My boys played the other day. We warming up. It's playoff basketball. You know, the Wizards, we getting there. We could have snuck that one out if we ain't shoot ourselves in the foot in the fourth quarter. We just got a little gimpy in the fourth quarter. We got to work on our fourth quarters. But trust me, we will be in every game, and we will make it tough. I'm pretty sure I'm an alcoholic. Have a drink every other day. I need to slow down. I'm going to slow down, just to pace myself. I don't want to be a drunk. I'm going to slow it down. Just a little, maybe just weekends now. Hope you're not bored. I hate it when people say they're bored. You know, there's really no such thing. If you're bored, you're boring. And it's okay to be boring, but just like admit it to yourself. Because if you're bored a lot, you don't know how to fill that moment with either, positivity or negativity. You could do something, with your time. When you're in neutral, when you're kind of stuck in that neutral, that's where boredom comes, because you don't have, like, busy people don't have time to be bored. You could be mad or overwhelmed with responsibility, but bored, that's kind of like, you got to start putting some things on your plate. Being bored is a you problem like shit. There's no amount of exciting I could be to make you unbored. I've seen people be bored in the best situations. Like, you're at this exciting show and you're bored. You're sitting on the beach and you're bored. You're in this, sea of people and you're bored. One of the challenges for me that I have now is when I wake up not to immediately look at my phone. And you're so trained to do that because you're looking for the time as soon as you get up. You're like, what time is it? And then the phone has so much more than the time. It's like, that's just the first thing. And then you're cracking open the app. You're going right to, like, your addictive thing to get, like, a ballistic report on what's going on in life, which is interesting. But, I mean, we did the same thing before social media. Motherfuckers would buy the newspaper every morning. That's social media. That's like but it wasn't right there as soon as you woke up, the first thing you cared about. It was like, before you got to the newspaper to understand how fucked up the world was, you was just dealing with your family. Like, you dealt with family problems. You woke up and then dealt with the immediate problems. Like, I gotta do this shit in my house. My soul has to be this. You have other things to worry about. But, like, now it's like social media undercuts all that shit. Got a young man by the name of Kodak Black out of Pompano Beach, Florida. His father's a Haitian immigrant. Grew up with his mother, single mother home from the projects. Dabbled in everything. Dabbled in drugs, the street life, all the above. He started rapping very early, like elementary school. He was like one of them little kid spitters. If you go look him up on YouTube right now, you can find videos of him just being this little kid spitting these bars. It's really amazing. Got kicked out of school a lot of fights, a lot of just intermingling bullshit that happens. Got arrested in middle school for auto theft. Just battled some challenges early. 2009, he joins a rap group called the Brutal Youngins. He went by the name J Black at this time. And shout out to my boy J Black. Then he turns around and joins another group called the Colleons in 2013, where he releases his first mixtape, Project Baby. From that, each year he just released a mixtape. Then we get to 2015. His records are starting to pick up. Drake does a video, singing his songs. He signs to Atlantic Records in 2015. And the following year, Lil Uzi Vert takes him on tour. So this blows Kodak to the next level, out of this world, really. 2017, we get to his debut studio release with Painting Pictures. A couple years later, he's at Rolling Loud about to perform, and he ends up getting arrested again. It was in 2019. He literally has been locked up until our former President Trump pardoned him from prison on his way out. which we have a lot of theories on why that happened. You know, Trump just trying to save face in the black community, because you know Trump has no radar of Kodak Black, like personally. So it's very wild to see that happened. Record we got today is called Haitian Boy Kodak. To be honest, I haven't done any type of deep dives on Kodak. But I did, you know, I've always admired him from afar, and everything I've heard from him has been really authentically him. He don't sound like nobody. Y'all know what time it is.
I ain't really finna go too hard.
The more,
I ain't really nothing major tonight though.
but the
You
more
know,
I
I'm just
know.
gonna do too much feed the bed and busting ass like I ain't doing too much tonight. I'm giving her semi-pipe. But the more I bit, I'm gonna give her all of it.
Kind of like this. I like this atmosphere right here. It's got that. It's almost like hood elegance. You know, the genre that I've coined the name hood elegance for. He's subtly giving you where he's at mentally. You know, just little things like, you know, I don't like orange no more, nigga. Like, cause I've been in the system. Uh, and then just cool shit. Like, girl, don't suck my dick too hard, too good like that. Like, I asked for the motor mouth. Like, I want to just let's prolong this. Like, just little details about life that's where he is. Like, you can't listen to it cohesively. Like, okay, this is one message. You respect it for his little one-liners in it. Talking about it a lot right here on this record is like, I'm gonna give her half pipe. And this is a real thing that men talk about. Like, trust me, because when we put that thing down, like when you put that thing down, oh, it's gonna change things. It's gonna change the dynamics of the relationship. It just definitely do. It's the same when a woman put that good on you, and she knows she put it on you. When the girl make you go, when she gets you to a high octave, that's when she knows. She like, oh, I got this nigga. So sometimes, like when we just out here, we want to have a good time with the young lady, and not necessarily just want to invest our whole life and just want to have fun for the night. You know, you might not bring your best performance. Cause, you know, because you don't want to spring the young lady. Now, this is a thing. This is a caring thing. This men care so much. Like, did y'all hear about this story that just came out about this guy? He just died. He's a singer, and he jumped off the window because he was with another girl, and his girlfriend popped up to the hotel room door, and but like, nigga, I know you're in there, and he jumps out the balcony to try to hide from her outside of the room, and he falls to his death. Men, we will kill ourselves sometimes just to not like. I don't know how to turn it off. Like, I've worked so hard to become like good that I never like. That's why I just don't fuck everybody. I'm very selective where I lay this pipage.
The Z look Jamaican. The street say you faking. Cerise and you're naked. YM Prada. I hit him, then forgot him.
I like this beat. This is a more contemporary beat. Like, these newer beats that's coming out now, they remind me of the Boondocks. I feel like the Boondocks started this, like, the little baby wave of beats where they really using these horns in the right way, and this is another one of them. He's interesting on his bar work right now because he's really staying away from being like anybody. So I respect that. To the average ear, you won't be able to hear how like technical he's being, but he's way more technical than I've ever heard him in the past. This is his fourth album. He's turning the corner a little bit on how he's attacking these records. Kodak foul with this joint swaggy, bro. He just being real. And that's what I respect all the time, all day, every day.
The HK weighing 4 pounds. Niggas know it'll go down. I'm ZMF, I ain't Zo Pound. I'm Zo Mafia. Made the whole popular. She used to work Mickey D's. Smoking pills with the trees. You niggas can't intervene.
Shit, that's the new flex for real, for real. It ain't even get your girl titties. You get your girl some new teeth. That's the you get your lady some teeth at any point in life. I'm talking about young, because I done seen y'all young girls. Some of y'all young girls got fucked up teeth. But y'all flex it because you cute. But you know, I get it. But the nigga put something on them toothsisses. Oh, it's a wrap. I really like his presence on this record. It seems like every line he say it like he writing the Declaration of Independence or some shit. He be like, yeah, blah, and like try to let it breathe on you. He gets a little anywhere with the subject matter. I just respect his waviness. He's doing things and saying it in a way that nobody's ever said. I don't even know how to pronounce this. He's saying it. I'm retarded. I don't know. Well, he's either talking about a fashion label or some fucking Haitian shit that I don't know about. I spent time in Florida with a lot of Haitians, and I didn't pick up a whole lot of the language. But I tried. I was listening. You got to be fully immersed in that shit for years. I don't really know what he's talking about completely on this record. It's kind of that old town country. Um, you know, it's like a country record, country hip hop crossover. So if you want the bread, man, if you can do hip hop and country, you will you will be a star. This song I don't care for, but it's a lot of things I respect about it because he actually really plays with melodies, and I love this little melody he played with in the middle of this song. So for some people, they'll really love this. If you love this sound, this is a good song for that sound.
I be wishing I can keep my freedom. Must be something wrong with me, cause I can't keep my friend. I be praying for one day, D-Mo could see again. I be wanting to fly away, but I ain't Peter Pan. My little brother, young boy, told me he look up to me.
Kodak he's kind of flexing on this record and switching his style. For the young people, like if you like an NBA young boy, he is like stepping in that lane and showing you like, yo, I can fuck around. And this ain't even my favorite like Kodak record, but I see what's going on here. He's really talking about the fight he has, like his demons, like, what he's bad at, um, which is an interesting take. I don't hear rappers necessarily going that route. They just they talk about they talk about the world as them being a victim, basically. Like, oh, the police keep us down, white races, all this shit. But this nigga's kind of taking an angle saying, nah, this is me. This is why I'm fucked up because of me. So he's like taking responsibility, which is big. That's a big part of everything. Once you stop being a victim and then go on offense, like take the responsibility, like, nah, it's because of me, and you take the reins of it, this game gets fun. Sampled Aaliyah on this song, and I thought that's what that was. But I think they didn't straight up sample it. I think they just recreated it.
For life, he grew up stealing bikes. I was on the back of your mongoose. I put pairs on the mongoose. Got chills over a volcano. They don't care about my struggle. I was calling my dog him. They was unresponsive. I keep nothing her tonsils, so she don't do too much talking.
I'm tripping. I must be high. At first, I didn't get it at first. I thought he was saying. I thought this was like he was talking about his bro, like his bro doing him dirty or something. Like mafioso. And then I got to the middle of the song. I was like, man, he really in heartbreak because his friend. It is about a woman that he thought was down. You gotta understand, a woman is down. A woman is down for survival. That's how far down she is. And once you impede on how she feel like she can survive, if you prove that you are not gonna be compatible for that, yeah, then they're gonna go somewhere. I understand that a girl who I give everything to might not appreciate that, might not want it. It's too much. You're showering me with too much.
Yo parle muy mal, yo parle no mal. They be forgetting to tell you how I went and got it. I'm on a whole nother wave and promoting violence. I really be slipping every day, but it ain't no robbing. I just got her some braces, now she wanting body. I would've picked it up the same way too if you dropped it.
I like this. It's just an acapella of him. It almost seemed like, he in a jail cell type shit. Of course, I know he's recording this outside of it. I think he is. I don't know the story behind the record, but it definitely feels personal. He's doing something. The way he's even rapping this is very unique to him. I've never heard anybody even express themselves in this way. It's different. It's something else. The way he's rapping in it, and he's throwing like a mantra in there. It's dope.
But let me fuck you on your ass before I let you loose. Connects all the baddest bitches, I don't spend a dime. I know they waiting for my riches, they ain't changing mine. If it ain't got nothing to do with my sniper, I'm not involved. You think I gotta deal with Chrysler, I stay out of Dodge.
I like this record. I really like this beat. If you get the strings right, you got one. It makes you listen. There's nothing that turns you off, so you can listen to what he's saying. at some point you realize, and I don't care how long you've been in a relationship, that you don't own her goodies. As a man, you got to get over that shit. She owns it. You just like the GM. You know what I mean? Women own the pussy. You just GM that joint for a while. You could GM. You could be the GM for life. You can. You could be the general manager for that pussy, but you will never own it. Remember that. Album concept and theme, yo. It coincides. And what he's talking about. If you know anything about Haitians, man, it's a very family oriented, hard nosed, click code that goes on with the Haitians, man, and it's very connected, it's very deep rooted, and it's very gutter. And so he brings all of those elements to this, just giving you very minute details of where he's at in his brain. And I think that music is the perfect outlet for a brain like that. I really like the artwork. He might be in just Florida. I don't think he went over. I don't think he can leave the country right now. So he's definitely just bringing those Haitian vibes, man. It definitely seems like he at the crib, just smoking on the balcony, and got the vibes and his voodooism. Probably got some Erykah Badu playing in the background or some shit. I like the sacred geometry. I don't know what that is at the top that he's got going on there, but I like the symbols. I know that Kodak is a thinker and he knows a lot. He's got a lot of knowledge. So this calls out to my spirit in a sense. Yo, production was solid. Production was, it's unquestionable. You don't have to question it. There's no record on here that's like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like literally with all the canvases, clean, super clean, surprisingly clean too. To where it was up to Kodak to it was on you. It wasn't on the canvases. I think the way he finds a way to make records personal. He closed the distance. I think that's his biggest creative tool on his songs. He closed that distance on you. You thinking once you get to his record that I might not like this guy, but then he's gonna say something or something's gonna jump out at you from him directly. That's gonna pull you in. So replay value, 8 songs on this bad boy, and it's about 4 of them that I say you have to go back to. So that's 50% of this album. Impact to the culture and the game. They're not big monumental records, but I think they're records that really connect on a real personal level. Anybody who shares his lifestyle can very much identify with it. It's cultural with the Haitian, his whole Haitian side, his whole Haitian personality. But obviously, it's not the biggest Haitian influence. It's way more Americanized. Lyrics actually impressed me because for me being a lyricist myself, I can see his work, man. He's really doing something that I've never heard any rapper do. He's like a new age rapper that's becoming dissective, and that's what I love. Like, I love niggas who get a little older in this game and I didn't like them as much, or I didn't know as much about them, and then they come around, they get like a little more seasoned. Oh, I love it. He's taking through the damn back roads in Florida. That's how I see his flow. Results are in. This album scores a 49, which is very interesting. It's right on the line. It's a good album. Directly on the line of a good album. That's why I do these number systems, because I feel like it really scales it out. This is a good album. I'm glad that he kept it 8 songs. I think that was very brilliant, very smart of him. Get in, get out. You'll be back later. So B- if we're gonna put the grade on it. Just that's for perspective. Shout out to Kodak Black, brother. You did your thing, man. I'm glad you out and swimming, man. Enjoy your freedom and life. Shout out to all the producers on this. Very clean canvases. Out to Atlantic Records. Y'all know what to do. You better stay behind that man, Kodak. If you get a chance, man, go over to @DaveBotsDidIt. Pick you up some clothes, get fresh. Do not forget you can go over to blessedthings.com. And shout out to all the people who might be already watching on blessedthings.com. More importantly, shout out to you, because you the Don daughter. Alright, man, that's it for me, man. Remember, I love you. If nobody's ever told you that, Let me give it to you right here, straight front and center. I'm out.